Greetings, Earthlings. My name is Zero Jacob. What? No, that's wrong completely. Ugh.
Captain Cromwell, welcome back. Glad to see that my plan for dealing with the Gorg, diversion at Theta Gate proved so devastatingly effective. I'm pleased to report that my battleships are ready to fight. The Gorg's number is finally up. We're gonna blast their Epsilon station to atoms. I've equipped the battleships with energy torpedoes. They should deal with the troublesome force shield that hampered our first assault on the base. Without a shield, the station doesn't stand a snowball's chance in hell. This will be gritty, frontline stuff, so I don't expect you to get involved, Captain. Just stay back, provide us with cover, and enjoy the fireworks. Don't worry if it all happens too fast for you. I'll be reviewing my winning tactics in a series of lectures after the victory celebration.
Okay, you heard the man. We're going to assault the Titan base. We have two battle cruisers, by the way. If we go to Starhawk, we've got the Adamant and Balthazar battleships and 4 escorts. Those escorts being 2 frigates and a destroyer and I think a cruiser. I can't remember the exact number, but this mission is going to be interesting. A lot can go wrong very, very fast, which is why we're going to have saves throughout the mission, like we did last time, but nothing went wrong last time, so we don't care. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to squadrons in the lovely Angel Wing, and we're going to get rid of our commando squad and add a sickle gunboat. This is important because we're going to need them to destroy a certain device later on. If we also go to devices, we can see that we've got all of these there at max. They're at what we want them to be. We do have magma plasma guns, which could replace these particle Gatling guns. But after this mission, we get access to some new stuff, so we're going to hold out. We've got plasma cells. We can replace this one for a plasma, which gives us all that we need. The Space Tech ECM could be replaced with a standard ECM. You know, just to improve the efficiency, because ECMs are very useful. Laser globes are at maximum. Well, laser globes are as powerful as they need to be. All of this is good. Right. As you can see, we're flooding resources here, so we're all good here. We go over to the Brutus. What we want to do is we want to swap out this energy shell for a bubble energy shell. Squadron-wise, I don't think we need to add anything. Let's just double check. Yeah, the deflection drive is still damaged, so we're going to try and keep Brutus out of the fight for as long as possible. We're going to add some spark fighters because they're going to be needed later. Confirm. And we're going to go to the Sparta, which, as usual, has taken a tiny bit of hull damage. It's not enough to warrant a hull repair, so we're going to do nothing about that. If we go over to here, we want to replace this energy shell with the bubble energy shell, giving us, you know, the suitable layout. We've got laser globe, we've got a layer shield, we could add a jamming shield. No. Yes, we could add a jamming shield if we wanted, but we don't have enough stuff. We currently don't have an ECM here. We can't buy one, but we could buy a ECCM, which would be useful against ships with ECMs. That might be a worthwhile investment, possibly. I'm kind of flooding resources in my plan for this, so I don't really know exactly what I want. I mean, I could add generators, but we can't because this is because this is a destroyer and we don't have access to L1 fusion support engines. So we're going to add an a electronic countermeasure. Very useful. Squadrons, you should be at 2 spark fighters. So that gives us what? 2, 4, 5 spark fighters and 2 sickle gunboats. Pretty good. We're going to save, just because this is going to make it easier on me. Now we're going to save as temp. Good. And we'll begin the mission.
as everyone else.
Okay, so we have entered the area, and none of the fleet is with us because everyone loves this happening. So we're now going to use our special stealth drive, which will activate once we begin resuming time, and I'm going to show you how to do this first stage of the mission. Now, this mission is set up into two stages. One is we need to kill the IP blocker, which is here. And two, we then need to destroy the station when the rest of the fleet arrives when we kill the IP blocker. Now, I did record this, attempted to record it. I won with flying colours, and it turned out that I wasn't actually recording. It's highly annoying. So instead what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the first section of the mission, and then I'll swap over to the save that I made midway through to the second part, because really I do not want to have to retry this several times in order to make it work. Okay, so first things first. You'll see that we have a bunch of ships here and a bunch of derelict ones. The ones that we want to care about are the Barbarian, which is the battle cruiser, the what's this one? The Bleeder, and the Plague. Now all three ships are stationary, mainly because the Bleeder and the Plague are, well, derelict. The Barbarian, on the other hand, is the only battleship that's functional in the area, and it's equipped with a siege laser. That will come important later. But for now, what we want to do is we want to start moving towards the Bleeder.
Understood. Discover this. The station has activated an IP blocker. Our other ships cannot exit subspace.
Ha! Crawl out of your burrows, maggots! You are all alone! Already the souls of our slain brethren circle your ship in readiness for the impending slaughter!
3 Gorg battleships have turned towards us, sir. They look rather menacing.
I can camouflage the ship if you wish, Captain, and we can retreat. They gave Norbank a good spanking.
Please camouflage the ship, Commander. I've no intention of running. Rear Admiral Norbank was defeated because of the station's fortress shield. For the moment, the shield is down.
An active fort shield significantly decreases the effective radius of the blocking signal. That's why they have temporarily deactivated it.
Great. It should stay down for a while then. We'll sneak in and destroy the blocking device. Commander Sweetwater, do you think they're up to it?
Very droll, Captain. My performance in the asteroid field gave you ample proof of my abilities.
It was quite a party trick, I've got to hand it to you. Think you can manage without a beauty sleep in the lion's den this time? We've remained invisible for far longer than before. Did you change your diet?
Actually, Captain, I
have studied the rudiments of her technique and improved upon them by boosting the effectiveness of our wave amplifiers and light absorbers. In a couple of hours, the ship will be able to emulate Ghost technology perfectly. If Commander Sweetwater allows me to...
Just to pause here. We're going to insert a bit more strategy whilst Angel is, monologuing. So the way that this works is you start near the Plague. You want to head towards the Bleeder. Once you're within 12 kilometers of the Barbarian, you want to change course to the Titan. Once you're within 10 kilometers of the Titan, hold position, deploy fighters, and kill sandwiches. That's wrong. Chew bubblegum. Yeah, that's it.
Understood. Study her implants. I can also copy those. It appears the majority are organic in origin.
Captain, tell your cyber pet that my brain is off limits. I'm not having her use it as a science lab.
I am not a cyber pet. I am an AI with a fully integrated personality.
Sounds about right. If AI stands for anal retentive ignoramus, that is.
That's enough. Angel is an essential member of our crew, Commander Sweetwater. She's just as entitled to your respect as everyone else. I won't stand for any more bickering. The duration and effectiveness of our camouflage is increased, and for now, that's all that counts.
If you trust this bucket of bolts to keep us hidden, that's your business. Just don't whine that I didn't think it worthy of your attention when our cover's blown and we've got 50 Gorg missiles bearing down on us.
Okay, so now that story introduction is gone, we are now in position. exactly 10,000 distance. Now, the Barbarian is a bit too close for comfort. 500 more meters and it would see us. That's fine though, we're good. IP blocker is the only one tagged, I believe. Yes. And what we're going to do is we're going to deploy all ships. Now, the way that we select our strike fighters determines which order they will come out. So I want Circle Gunboat, then Spark Fighter, then Circle Gunboat. Now, the Spark Fighters aren't going to do much against devices, right? Well, you know that they can, it's just that they won't. Problem being that they have an ECM, it's going to make things annoying. But gunboats deal a lot of damage to devices, and can deal damage through shields, which is useful. Well, I think some of them can anyway, but we're going to use the Spark Fighters as cover fire, since if you could count the amount of Gorg ships in the area, including the station, it's going to take a lot of flak fire.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to deploy Strike Fighters. Once the Strike Fighters start deploying, we're then going to head to the Plague, which is where we started. And then hopefully Norbank should enter the arena once the IB blocker is damaged. No. Hold position. Wait until Strike Fighters start deploying. There we go. As you can see, Strike Fighters are deploying. It might be hard to see if you're using a low quality thing, but we can see through this.
Warning, our squadrons are under attack.
The longer we are not detected, the better.
We have lost a fighter. We have lost a gunship. Target.
The IP blocker has been disabled.
Right, we're going to recall all Strike Fighters. Hopefully we should have some remaining. And then we should have the fleet income now.
Warning, gunship squadron. Warning, our squadrons are under attack.
Angel Wing hailing the Balthazar. Glad you made it, Rear Admiral.
Cut the smugness, Captain. If you hadn't been in such a rush to exit subspace, they wouldn't have had the chance to block all our other ships. We'll talk about this later. Try to keep out of the way. Delta combat formation.
Excellent. So Norbank has arrived with a few ships. We have the Balthazar, obviously. This is where Mr. Norby Pants is currently located. We have the Adamant, which is its other battle cruiser. Well, battleship. We also have the Brutus and Sparta, which are ours. But in addition, we have Marco Polo, which was there at Noah System when we first arrived. You know, that cutscene, remember? The Tiger frigate and the Panther frigate. Pretty simple. Now, we need to keep these guys alive, right? We need to keep as many of them as alive as possible. It's gonna, you know, improve my sanity if that happens. Now, we're gonna keep Sparta and Brutus on aggressive. We're not going to change over to the second save just yet.
Aye, sir.
But we will in a second.
Aye, sir.
So the way that this is going to work, that shield is going to go up any moment now.
Enemy shield has collapsed. Task complete.
Yeah,
Aye, sir.
let's deal with you. Angel Wing, you're close enough to engage. Yeah, I think you're close enough to engage. We're going to put the Angel Wing on defensive. We're going to boost its shield so it gets it. And we're going to help attack the blood feud. Fortress shield should go up now. You should also notice that these guys are forming a siege laser. I wonder what they may be attacking.
Enemy bombers.
Enemy bombers are incoming. That's fine, we can deal with those. There's a ton of flak in this area. They're attacking a frigate. That wouldn't be my choice. No, stop clicking.
Yes, sir.
Kill the blood feud. Your shields should be fine. Go to weapon power. Your shields are fine. Go to weapon power.
Targets.
Right, blood feud is down, and so what we're going to do is we're going to have these guys attack the Violence, because the Violence is currently en route to intercept the Marco Polo and its escorts.
Yes, sir.
Now, we're going to set everyone to defensive. This means that they're going to be using their ECMs, if they had any, to some effect. Now, the Brutus and the Sparta, right? These ships are going to take some damage, so we're probably going to want to move them away kind of as quickly as possible. But we'll do that once the shield is down. Now, the battleships should get into position any moment now to start firing on the Titan.
Calling all battleships. Reload your energy torpedoes. Target the fort shield. Fire!
There we go. So these battleships should deal with the shield quite nicely.
Destroyed.
As you can see, the Barbarian is firing at the Balthazar. Should have another shot in a second.
Enemy squadron destroyed.
There you go. No, we want to kill this thing, please. Yes, that'd be very lovely. Decrease weapon power, increase main power to engines. Same with you, Angel Wing. Yeah, use fusion drives actually. Might be a useful idea. Yeah, use your fusion engine. Use your fusion engine.
Taking a serious hit. I hope.
Right. Okay. This is the point where I may want to switch over in a second.
Balthazar calling Angel Wing. Captain Cromwell, do you read?
Cromwell here, receiving you loud and clear, Balthazar. What's your situation?
I am Lieutenant Morris. We have sustained serious damage, sir. Several of our officers are injured on the bridge. Rear Admiral Norbank has lost consciousness. Captain Munchinson is not responding to hails.
Yes, sir.
Comms are down. You have to help.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain, please, take control of the fleet.
Copy that, Balthazar. Fall back.
Okay, so at this point, you now gain control of every single ship still alive. Which is where we will go over to our save game, which is at this exact position.
Attention, all ships. This is Captain Marcus Cromwell of the Angel Wing. Rear Admiral Norbank has been incapacitated. I'm taking temporary command.
Beware, Troy. The mighty Achilles is banging at your gates.
Okay, so now, you may notice that some things are different. First of all, we have the Tiger, right? And the Panther. This is because I got the best kind of circumstances for this mission and did it excellently the first time round, and I'm kind of annoyed, and I'm not going to try and do this again because this is a terrible mission to play. It's still a good game, but this mission just drives me insane. Right, so first of all, we have the Brutus and Sparta, and what we're going to do with those is we're going to have them as Control 4, and we're going to make them run away. This is because if we lose either of them, it's going to be a pain in the neck. The Tiger and Panther will will now take over the title of Group 2.
Understood.
And will engage and enter defensive formation, making sure that both of them are just using ECMs. Good. The Angel Wing will now join the Marco Polo, which is still alive, as Control 1, which is our cruisers. And they are going to engage on the Titan, and they're going to be defensive, and they're going to have standard everything. The Marco Polo has eliminated torpedoes, which are very useful against hull, and also it's basically a good hull damager. It's also got an ECCM, which is useful. And now we go over to the fun bit. The Balthazar and the Adamant. These two ships are equipped with overload. The Balthazar is equipped with overload energy bomb and 2 crisis eliminator torpedoes, and the Adamant is equipped with 4 eliminator torpedoes. Not eliminator, energy. Yes, I keep forgetting. What we're going to do is we're going to target every single anti-shield weapon onto the Titan, and we're going to have the Adamant move closer to the Titan as possible. We're going to have the Balthazar enter artillery range, start firing overload energy bomb and the crisis eliminator energy torpedoes. Right? We're also going to have its bubble shells charge up as well. You should be good, right? Yes. We're also going to stop their magma guns from charging because that just makes it easier for us. Both the Balthazar and Adamant will now be Control 3, which means that we've used up all 4 of our group allotments. Okay, we should be good for now. The Titan shields are low. This is just after we gain control of the fleet, and now back to action.
Enemy squadron destroyed. Warning.
Oh yeah, and we possibly want to put these guys on defensive. The Balthasar needs its ECM online, and so does the Adamant, because the sooner we lose those, the sooner I'm going to die. Use your combat drive. Use your combat drive. Good. We want to have them dodge as much damage as possible. It's kind of a chance-based game because it's percentage chance to hit, but we should be good. We want the shield down as quickly as possible. Once the shield is down... no, don't move. Don't move. I keep right-clicking. It's not a good... Right, hand off the mouse. Hand off mouse. Good. Now we want to be as evasive as possible, which is why we're using combat and ECM. Don't forget about that. This means it's very hard for the siege laser to hit, and we want to keep the Balthasar alive as much as possible. We're now just going to keep using crisis limited torpedoes. We're going to deactivate the magma plasma guns. The Adamant should still be firing its crisis eliminator torpedoes, and once it gets in range it should fire its bubble energy shells.
Sir, the fortress shield has collapsed.
Task complete.
Excellent. Now, here comes the fun bit. We're going to get every single strike fighter that we have, which is why we docked the Angel Wings as quickly as possible, noting the Angel Wing does have slightly different strike fighters alive than before. We're going to target the fortress shield. All of these strike fighters should be able to kill the fortress shield completely, and that means that we no longer need the battleships alive. Because if we lose both of them, then we're no longer able to outpace the Titan's shield generator. Now what we want to do is we want to deal damage to every single ship the enemy has. As you can see, we've got the Barbarian, the Glory, and the Hammer, and we're just going to kill, well, the Glory, basically. If we kill just one of these ships, we will now be able to attack with impunity, since the siege laser will no longer be operational. This is why I have sent the Sparta and Brutus far away as possible, because, well, these ships are quite vulnerable, as you'll see with the Panther and the Tiger, except that the Panther and Tiger have ECMs and the Sparta and Brutus don't. Now what I could do is I could just shoot the Titan and win. That could be the best option. But we're going to take out the Glory first, since taking that out will improve our chance of winning drastically. Now the Panther is getting targeted by quite a lot of stuff, so I'm going to boost your shields. The Tiger, I don't think is getting hit by much. No, you don't need your sensors.
Warning. Our squadrons...
You don't need your sensors either. I just need full power to shields. Look at the amount of energy shells are firing at the Panther. It's ridiculous. Now, we should be seeing a lot of flak fire in this area.
Collapsed. Task complete.
The Glory no longer has shields, so we're going to target it with everything we've got.
Yes, sir. Understood.
The Titan should be dealing with a lot of these strike fighters. Once the fortress shield is down, then the strike fighters will go on to target weapon systems. Angel Wing, you are not doing anything. Are you sure you want to be doing something? What are we hitting right now? We're hitting Glory.
Yes, sir.
Hit the Glory. Now you'll notice that the Hammer and Glory, the shield is back online, but we've already got strike fighters in there. Strike fighters, they don't give a damn, so they're just going to kill the fortress shield, and it should collapse any moment now.
Target ship is being evacuated.
That's the Glory, right? Jeez, that was quick. Right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take out the Hammer in efficient fashion. The Panther is still taking a bit of fire. I don't think it will survive. But it will have absorbed. It will have absorbed enough. Fortress shield collapsed due to it being destroyed. Fighter squadron destroyed. Panther shield is down. That's fine. It should get everything back. Stop using sensors. That uses up too much energy. Weapons, yeah. You should be good. Okay. We have 2 remaining ships, Barbarian and Hammer. Once we deal with the Hammer, we'll attack the Titan directly. The Panther should be able to evade most of the fire hitting it, which is useful. The Tiger is now getting shot at, so we're going to deactivate sensors, increase shield. Because if we can keep all of these alive, we might just be able to win this. Well, no, who am I kidding? We vastly outnumber them now.
We have lost a fighter.
I don't
Enemy
care.
Shield has task complete.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Now, we are losing fighters to the Gorg fortress.
Aye, aye, sir.
But now what they're doing, since, you know, the fortress shield is down, they're just targeting everything. Let's change that. We're going to have this guy target... We're going to target the energy shell, the energy shells, right? This means it's going to be much easier. Don't press escape. Watch the Hammer get destroyed by everything.
Warning. Shield down.
Panther shield is down. Deactivate sensors. You're evasive, right? Good, right. You might die.
We have lost a gunship. Target ship is being evacuated.
Hammer is down. And you know the score. Now we're going to get the
Understood.
frigates away from the Titans, since that explosion is going to be a bit big. And we're just going to target
Yes, sir.
everything at the station.
Affirmative.
And I'm going to do this manually, since this is going to be much fun. Target the Burning Fist Heavy Laser. You want to be in combat. Let's see. Come on. Let's Angel Wing. Good. Balthazar. Adamant. And then we just want to attack the station with everything we've got. Marco Polo will be firing all of the things. Eliminator, Magmas, hit the station. And Angel Wing, get your particle, Gatling guns, and hit the station.
Target device disabled.
Now, the station is helpless at this point. The Barbarian, even though it's a battleship, isn't going to do much. It can only target one thing at a time. The energy shells are down. The Tiger and the Panther should be able to back off as much as possible.
We have lost a fighter.
We have lost a fighter, I realise that. You should be backing off.
Yes, sir.
We have lost a gunship.
Yes, sir.
Right. The Titan should be dead any moment now. We're going to recall
Yes, sir.
all the fighters that we own.
Affirmative.
And leave the ones that we don't in the fray. Simply so that we don't have to spend more money getting them back.
Destroyed. We have lost a bomber.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this. Because currently we've won, right? There is no way that they'll be able to destroy the Angel Wing at this point.
Bomber. Warning. Gunship squadron destroyed. Warning. Our squadrons are under attack. Warning. Bomber squadron destroyed. All squadrons annihilated.
Right, okay, so that's kind of it for all of our strike fighters, I guess. The Titan is taking heavy fire and should be destroyed any moment now. Marco Polo is taking a bit of fire, so we're going to up its shields. Up its shields even more.
Warning. Weapon out of ammunition.
Oh, we have ammunition for eliminator torpedoes. Huh, oh well. Right, Titan should be dead any moment now. You're not firing anything. Right. That might explain why they're still alive. Yeah. Battle cruisers, just attack the station already.
Aye, aye, sir.
No, don't move. That's a stupid idea. Right, and we should see in a moment a cutscene where the station is destroyed. And there we have it. A destroyed space station. Pretty damn good, if you ask me. Eliminating the Gorg station was a very step in our offensive. Now we can create secure supply routes. However, destroying the base has proven far more costly than we first anticipated. Yeah, look at all these strike fighters that are dead. Though the Atrox system is under human control, it will be foolhardy to expand further. We will commence negotiations with the Gorg. So we managed to destroy the Blood Feud, the Courage, the Violence, the Glory, the Hammer, and the Titan. Pretty damn efficient. We've also destroyed 6 Gorg bombers and 12 Gorg fighters at the cost of quite a lot of strike fighters and torpedoes. Now the battleships did have infinite torpedoes, because if you ran out of torpedoes, that's just going to be annoying. If we look at accomplishment, we also received a medal for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action against the Gorg forces. In the second battle for Epsilon Gate on September 12th, 2112. Participating in the attack against the enemy Gorg battle station, Captain Cromwell destroyed the station with bold determination, despite the vastly superior enemy numbers. He managed to disable the IP blocking device at the station by expertly utilizing the special features of the cruiser Angel Wing, which allowed the other units of the fleet to commence the attack on the station. Commanding his ship with skill and daring, he also destroyed the Gorg fort shield and oversaw a significant part of the elimination of the Gorg forces. You know, because Norbank got incapacitated. Anyway, that'll be it for now. We managed to successfully destroy the Gorg station and capture an entire system with one blow. Hopefully we'll be, we'll gain a rank for this, because, I kind of did an admiral's job there. But we'll deal with that in the next episode. Until then, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.